Hello, my name is Fuchs. I'm from the University of Salzburg, and I want to talk about my new book, which has the title Internet and Society, Social Theory in the Information Age, and it has been published by Routledge. And I want to give you a brief overview of the topics that I cover in this book. From the methodological scientific point of view, I argue that the analysis of Internet and society is a transdiscipline, which means that it doesn't suffice to take a single disciplinary perspective in order to analyze the interrelationship of Internet and society. So, for example, it doesn't suffice to take a political theory perspective or a cultural studies perspective or an economics perspective, because the Internet is ubiquitous and it changes all realms of society. So we need to combine many disciplines so that the boundaries between the traditional scientific disciplines are crossed and that new synergies are produced in scientific analysis between these disciplines in the analysis of Internet and society. One important aspect is also that I believe that in analyzing Internet and society, theories, social theories are very important, because with the Internet and how it operates in society, many novel qualities are produced that are phenomena that are given certain names, and we need to clarify what these categories actually mean. So think for example of the term Web 2.0 or social software that is now frequently employed. So if we take this term social software, then the question instantly arises, what is social about social software? And in order to answer this question, we need to apply the whole history of social theory to this phenomenon of Internet and of social software. Then there are other categories that are now being discussed, like digital democracy or the Internet economy, online politics, the digital divide, cyberculture, virtual communities, and many other ones. And it's very unclear still what this category actually means. And my book tries to make a contribution to clarifying these such terms and for giving an overall framework that allows to find answers to the question of how these concepts can best be conceived. Another contention is that we don't just need social theory for analyzing Internet and society, but that we need a critical theory of Internet and society, or what could be termed critical Internet theory. And by critique or the critical in this respect, I mean a Marxist notion of critique, or a notion of critique as it has been advanced by critical theorists like Herbert Marcuse. So I believe that Internet phenomena should be related to societal antagonisms, and that we need to take a social problems approach in analyzing the Internet that tries to show how these phenomena are related to capital accumulation, to the accumulation of economic, political, and cultural capital, and how these accumulation processes produce winners on the one hand at the expense of losers on the other hand. So it's a social problem. We need to take a social problems approach, and I think this is very important in this context. And the main hypothesis that I formulate in this book is that Internet and society is related to one overall antagonism of capitalist society, the antagonism between cooperation and competition, and that the Internet advances or supports on the one hand processes of cooperation, and on the other hand processes of competition. So think for example on the one hand of Wikipedia, the online encyclopedia in which millions of people cooperate online in order to produce knowledge. Then you have a phenomenon of online cooperation. And then on the other hand, think of the eBay marketplace, which is a space for capital accumulation, and then you have a phenomenon of online competition. And my contention in this book is that the internet advances both kind of potentials, and that these potentials are not separate but are antagonistically interlinked. And one can argue in this context that what Marx termed the antagonism between the relations of production and the productive forces is being reactualized in informational capitalism.